WEF, oh, that thing is about to fall. Did you see that the president and president and CEO of the WEF? I don't know his name. He just got out because of Epstein. Okay. Now remember, Schwab also got out because he was harassing women, et cetera, et cetera. Now the next guy, who is the president and CEO, this guy is all wrapped up in Epstein. Who else is all wrapped up in Epstein? You don't have to like Bill Gates. You don't have to hate Bill Gates. But let me tell you this. If you care about power and influence and all of the backroom shady deals where money meets government contracts and they're getting together with their buddies in this industry and this government and they're plotting the demise of the Western world and their power, oh man, you had to love yesterday. Bill Gates came out and said, I had some affairs. Did you, Bill? Because this isn't about an affair. This is not about infidelity. He tried to make it about that. Bill Gates admits, I had 2 affairs during my marriage. One with a Russian bridge player and the other one with a Russian nuclear physicist. Really, Bill? Did you see The World Is Not Enough? Remember that, James Bond? Can we put that picture up of the Russian physicist, the nuclear physicist that James Bond ran into? It was Denise Richards. Do we happen to have that picture? I mean, Bill, you're one of the smartest guys, supposedly on Earth. Do you really believe that if she were hot and a nuclear physicist, she'd be all into you? I mean, that's butt stupid at best, but fine. It's a personal affair. No, it's not. It's not personal and it's not private. Because the bridge player, she was financially assisted by Jeffrey Epstein after Epstein had already been convicted of sex crimes. Now, according to the DOJ released emails, Epstein attempted to use that relationship to pressure Bill Gates. That's not gossip. That's leverage. Now add this layer to it. Anatonova, the Russian bridge player, she was photographed with Anna Chapman, part of a Russian spy ring that was rolled up by the FBI in 2010. The daughter of a former KGB officer, deported intelligence asset. They're hanging out. Oh, this sounds dangerous and strategic. Because Bill Gates is not just one of the wealthiest men in the world. His foundation influences global health policy, as we all learn through the World Economic Forum and the WHO. His technology platforms, even worse, are embedded in our government systems. He has real relationships tied to military and federal contracts. He's not a private citizen. He is a national security interest and risk. So imagine this scenario, purely hypothetical. A wealthy American titan in a compromising relationship with a foreign national, facilitated or financially entangled by a convicted blackmailer with global connections. If you were running an intelligence service in Russia, what would you call that? I would call that a honeypot operation. And if you were looking for leverage over someone with global vaccine influence, agricultural control networks, data infrastructure access, advisory roles across all kinds of administrations, his systems are tied into our Pentagon and everything else. You don't need proof of wrongdoing. You'd only need the threat of exposure. Epstein, you have to remember, did not collect young girls alone. He collected secrets. He collected powerful men. He collected what the Russians called compromat. Okay? Compromising information on people. And once again, we're told nothing illicit happened. I saw nothing illicit. It doesn't matter to foreign intelligence agencies. They'll say, we can make it look like this, Bill. You want your wife to know about that? His wife, he got a divorce. He left his wife over Epstein. Why? Look at what happened in the UK. An ambassador is forced out amid just allegations of secret trading and misconduct tied to private underpants parties. Okay. That didn't start, the underpants party scandal did not start with espionage. It began with personal compromise. Compromise is always the doorway. And that's what makes this story different from gossip about a billionaire's marriage. I don't care about his marriage. This is the convergence of Russian nationals, Epstein leverage attempts, because he talked about the leverage over Bill Gates in his emails. Known intelligence-linked figures, government and military influence, and financial entanglement. That's a very wicked brew. Does it mean he's guilty of espionage? No. Does it mean he was knowingly part of a foreign plot? Not necessarily, no. But does it mean he was in the position where someone could apply pressure? Yes. Now, do you trust that he is safe in keeping your most precious national secrets and that he should be involved in our Pentagon, our government, in our AI, in anything? Because he's trustworthy? No. One thing I've learned, when the powerful say, there is nothing going on here, there is nothing to see, it usually means, don't look here, there's plenty to see, right? Yesterday, I posted that, and so it begins. And so it begins. Because I think this is the first crack in something much, much larger. And finally, it's coming home to America, because I'm interested in what's happening all over with these very powerful people in Europe and everything else, but nobody in America? Nobody? And so it begins. This is absolutely worth watching and keeping your eye on. Okay? Don't look away, because if leverage exists, even briefly, the implications are not about his marriage. And this would not just be the end of his reputation. It would be the beginning of something much, much bigger. So I stand by what I posted yesterday, just those few words. And so it begins. Thank you for thinking for yourself and being part of a movement, because that's really what all of this is. If you want the full story, you want to go deeper, go to blazetv.com/Glenn. Go there right now, sign up, no interruptions, just the truth, uncensored and unfiltered. Don't just watch, take a stand. And I'll see you over there in a minute.